welcome back to Montgomery Maker. This is going to be the second video in the boat build series, and I will be taking these cardboard cutouts and transferring them over to plastic, from which I will cut to make the end body out of. Now, if you watched our last video, you'll notice that this body looks way different than it did. The reason that is I cleaned it up a little bit, and I changed the side of the boat around. I changed the profile of it. This is what it looked like before. It was just a straight line, kind of boring. Here, let me erase this sign real quick. Gotta find my towel. Here it is. Erase this real quick. So anyways, it was just straight and boring. Ended up making two new ones and added a little bit of a curve to it, which I think drastically helped the overall appearance of the boat. It looks much better than it did. It flows better, and then I ended up using some different tape, so this tape holds on a little better. That way you can see a better representative of the overall shape of the boat. That's what it would look like. And today I'm going to take all this apart so I can then transfer it over to some plastic. Well, I think I'm about to start taking it all apart, and then I'm just going to go find some plastic. I have a pretty good idea where some is, but I still have to look at it. Well, let me get this taken apart, and then we'll go find some plastic. Well, I got my cardboard pieces taken apart, and I think I found some plastic that'll work. In fact, I have a little piece that's already cut out that I used in another project I did like a few months ago. So it should just be big enough. Here's the plastic I'm talking about. It's this little, it's sign material. Like, you know, you'd find regular sign. This stuff right here that's got the, it's probably not the best choice, but it'll work for what I'm doing. It should work. So I'm going to lay this out on this little piece right here and just hope that it's big enough. Got this piece on here. I'm going to try to give a little bit of overlapping room. We can use these straight edges here to line up for the straight of the sides. Side over there. And then just enough to fit the back here, along with any other little piece. We can scoot this down, do whatever we have to do. But other than that, I think that this piece of plastic should work. So I'm going to take it inside and we're going to get it all marked out. Then I think I'm going to cut it with a bandsaw, because I've tried cutting this stuff with a little razor, but a lot of times it just doesn't work. It doesn't work very good when you go to try to do a diagonal cut like this, because you have to work with these little ridges in here. The knife just gets caught and ends up looking really bad, and I don't want that for this boat. So I'm going to take this inside and get it all marked up. Well, I got everything inside okay. Before I start marking up this piece of plastic, I have to figure out how I'm going to lay out these pieces of cardboard. Now, I know three sides of this are close, if not perfectly straight. This side, and this side. So I got to lay out these pieces of cardboard accordingly to make it easier on me and make the end product look better. What I'm thinking is I'm going to do the back of the boat on this straight line to avoid me having to move this whole big piece to cut straight line there. Then I'm going to do the sides right here to ensure the straight side of these are perfectly straight, so I don't have to worry about cutting a long straight line. Now this side right here gets a little wonky, so that's where I'm going to do the back of the boat, because I'm pretty confident I can cut a straight line, at least this little straight line right here. So I think how I have it laid out right here will be the easiest on me, make it look the best for it. So I'm probably going to start marking it up now. got all this marked out, I'm going to go set up my little bandsaw so we can start cutting these little pieces out.
2 hours later.
Well, I got my bandsaw set up, and I've used this bandsaw a lot for little projects like this little Pikachu that I made out of a plank of wood. It turned out really good. Along with this, it's a little sign with a 66 GT 350 on it. This turned out really cool. I love the look of it. And that's probably the coolest thing over here. It's this little mountain lion thing. It's made out of a bunch of different pieces of wood, glued on top of each other and then painted up. I think it turned out really good. And if you guys like how these look right here, stay tuned to this channel because I'll be doing some future videos about making stuff like this. But anyways, I think we should start cutting these pieces out right here. Well, let's get started. Well, here are all the pieces I cut out. I think they turned out really good. Let's bring an end to this video. Make sure you watch our next video where I'll be putting all this together. Now, if you excuse me, I have to go clean up all this mess that I've made. So, thanks for watching. Bye! Well, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out the rest of this build series when it comes out.